What is up, everybody? It's your boy Duty back again with another video, and this time we're taking a look at our boy DSP's. I believe this is from the night stream, so big ups to Memeology for posting this clip last night. It looks like our boy Phil is finally, after 10 years, finally making a change and taking feedback from the Dents. Well, not really taking feedback. I think he's realized that momentum for the Dent streak is now dried up. And of course, he needs to find a new gimmick to try to extract the money from the Velcro wallets. That's right, folks. So what does he do? Well, most people you would think would provide some new incentive, some new reward, something cool, something decent, right? Not Phil. Nope, not Phil. The announcement is just as exciting as the actual reward or incentive the Dents get for tipping Phil. So let's take a look at this video from, again, Memeology. Big ups Memeology for clipping it. Definitely check out his channel. If you're not subbed to him, make sure to sub to him. The bull is just killing it when it comes to the clipping content. So big ups to Memeology. So let's see what Phil had to say.
All right. So for those of you who are here, I'm just going to throw it out there right now, all right? Ever since, basically, you know, I started getting more people on my streams and a new audience coming to support me, people have been very confused about how this leaderboard works, right? They have. And admittedly, I agree it's confusing. I think some people feel left out when they can't contribute via the method that we're tracking for any particular stream. Okay, so here's what we're going to do moving forward starting tonight, and we're going to test this out and see how it works. From now on, if you do a super chat or if you tip me, either way, I will count it towards the King's Coffers goal for that stream. It's no longer King's Taxes or King's Tips. It'll be the King's Coffers, because that's what we've been joking. When you contribute to DSP, you're filling the King's Coffers, correct? So that makes sense. You immediately know what that is. And I'm going to count the top super chatter and the top tipper. Just like it always was top tipper, it's just going to be top super chatter of the day and top tipper of the day will be counted. Okay? So you have a chance if you super chat to actually get recognition, not only to be the top super chatter, but also it gets added to this total. Now, the one thing that's going to be weird, I'm not doing euros to dollar translation. I'm not going to sit here with a currency calculator. I'm not going to hire an accountant to sit next to me to figure this out. I'm just going to guess. So, for example, if someone does a 10 euro super chat, I'm just going to say that's 10 bucks. And I'm going to add it to the total. It might be a little more. It may be a little less. All right. So thank you to Ava Cowboy Fan for that dollar super chat. That gets us to $4 in the King's Coffers tonight, guys. Tonight, super chats and tips are both counting towards our King's Coffers goal. That's why it's changed. The whole nature of how we're tracking stuff now changes. So please consider contributing. Let's get it going. Yes, so to clarify for those just joining, starting tonight, I'm combining all super chats and tips into one accumulated goal here on the stream. There will no longer be a separate super chat and tips goal. It'll be one total, and we're going to call it King's Coffers. This way, it doesn't matter how that you want to contribute, you get counted, all right? And I appreciate that very much. Please contribute tonight. Let's get it going. Let's get a King streak rejuvenated now with this new method that I'm going to start using, okay? This is cool because I'm getting that positive vibe that I had for most of 2017. I'm getting it back now. But now I'm getting that groove back, getting that vibe back. I'm ready for fun stuff. I hope you guys are ready too. I got a $1 tip.
I almost had a heart attack there.
From a shark-licking name that I can't continue. But it's a $1 tip regardless, so thank you. So this person who keeps tipping $1 is just being really gross, and I'm just going to stop acknowledging them now. If they want to, like, be funny, it's one thing, but they're just being disgusting, so I'm just going to stop paying attention to them. Oh, well. So, thank you. $2. That's the tip right now. It's very easy to become the top tipper of the night right now because the top tipper is only $2. And the top super chat is $10 from Rancho, and it all counts towards the King's Coffers now, folks. All of it. So, thank you so very much. All right, let's continue. Guys, tonight, please support the stream in some way. We have over 100 likes. Thank you for that. Let's keep the likes rolling in. Let's get it to 150. Outside of that, let's get some super chats going and some tips because they both now count towards the King's Coffers streak. We're going to try to get it going again tonight by combining and having everything count now. So we have a top tipper and we have a top super chatter right now, and we're going to be tracking that all night long. It would be so easy to become the top tipper because it's only $2 right now. Let's get some stuff going. Come on. All right, guys, so we are about halfway through tonight. I hope you're enjoying the stream. I hope you're enjoying the new format. If you could contribute tonight, please do. The whole idea of me combining these leaderboards is that it makes it more easier and accessible for people to understand what's going on. Super chats count, tips count, everything counts towards our King's Coffers goal on the stream, okay? So please contribute tonight. Let's get it going right now. Rancho with the $10 tip is the top, the top super chat is the top super chatter. Let's get someone on the new spot for top super chatter. And an anonymous $20 tip is the top tip, so let's get something better than that, all right? Let's top those. As for likes, we're 122. Guys, come on. We get to 150 likes.
All right, I think I saw enough of this nonsense. This is so... This has to be one of the most pathetic things that Phil has done in a long time. This is so sad, Phil. Okay, so the momentum of the Dent streak died. Everyone knows it. You're already on your third iteration, and it's dead. So instead of offering something new, a new reward, you know, instead of doing a vest, instead of doing glasses, doing something like, oh, you know, if we hit $200, I'll play another half hour of games, or I'll do a Q&A session for 20 minutes after the gameplay, something. And I know it's stupid, it's boring anyway, no one cares, but you're offering some incentive, right? What does Phil do? He combines the super chats with the tips so that he can create this inflated tips goal now, or Dent streak, as I like to call it. So how did Phil make out? Okay, so let me just provide this. Sorry, let me mute this. So Lisa Lou, aka 1 Minute Man, came in and dropped a $50 tip. That was the max. So this is where Phil ended up at. Phil ended up at he ended up at $150 on the dot. Right? Which means he received $89 in tips and $61 in super chats. That's what he received. So again, he didn't even hit the goal. He didn't even hit the goal combining the super chats, and he didn't even hit the tips goal. So what is he going to say? Well, we hit 150 and that's the real tip goal. No, Phil, you moved it to 200. Again, Phil's moving the goalposts, right? And what he's doing here is he's trying to hit. So, okay. So, how can I put it? He's sacrificing one thing for another. So the tip goal is normally $150. If they hit $150 in tips, he celebrates, and the Dent streak is in effect, and everything's good, right? So what he's doing now is he's saying, okay, if we hit $200, which is a combined super chats and tips, regardless of the mix-up, we're gonna hit the Dent streak, right? You know what's going to happen. More people are going to super chat and less people are going to tip. That's what's going to happen. Even if he hits his $200 goal, right? It doesn't really matter because the super chats are going to be more, which means YouTube takes a bigger cut. So YouTube takes 30% of all his super chats. So he's actually losing. He's losing. I mean, I know that he's trying to put the expectation that he wants a minimum of $150 in tips and $50 in super chats, but that's not how it's going to work, Phil. And I just provided it right here. So I gave you the example. Big ups to Gamerface Gaming, who does the breakdown of Phil's tips and super chats. He got $89 in super chats and $61 in tips. And of the $61 in tips, Lisa Lou, OIC, dropped a $50 tip. Dude, that is just some pathetic nonsense right there, Phil. You're hurting yourself. You're not really doing anything. I mean, I guess it's okay for your Dents, and if they care about the Dent streak, but I don't think anyone really cares about the Dent streak. You're on iteration number 3, and it died. It died yet again, Phil. And you couldn't even hit the Dent streak again with this new setup where you count super chats. You need to let this go, Phil. You need to pivot. You need to pivot. This is like the third day that I've been telling Phil, you need to pivot. You need to pivot away from the Dent streak. It's boring. It's played out. But you want to continue beating it, just like you did with the Bassmasters lure goal, where you were hitting it when you were playing it, and then the gimmick wore out, got boring, and you continue beating it, and then when no one cared, you got upset. and you were like, oh, I bought, I spent $20 for these lures and blah, blah, blah. And you were soaking and bitching. And that's what's going to happen here, Phil. If you keep this nonsense up, I'm telling you right now, you're going to end up getting more super chats than you are tips. And then you're going to complain. You're going to sit there and say, guys, I don't have enough tips to go food shopping. I need tips today. And that's what it's going to turn into. It's going to turn into you begging for tips. And you saying, guys, the last few days, tips have been slow. Yeah, we've been hitting the goal, but most of that is super chats. And I don't see that for a month and a half. That's going to be Phil's new spiel now. And that's going to be his beg. And again, Phil, you're just opening yourself up to more criticism. I shouldn't be telling you this, but that's what you are. Again, Phil, you're not offering anything new here. You already acknowledged the top super chatter. It makes no sense, Phil. You should just do... If you're going to do goals, then do something. Offer something tangible. Say, look, if we hit $200 in super chats and tips together, I'll extend my stream for another 20 minutes or something like that. Give someone something. As much as people shit on Review Tech USA for his goal, where if he hits $200 by say 10 o'clock, at least he gives you something. He says, I'll keep streaming till 1:30 or 3 o'clock or whatever, or what have you. He's actually offering something. You're not offering shit, Phil. What you're saying is you get your name on a leaderboard for a little bit of time, right? And we get to continue the Dent streak. Whippy, whoa, yeah, that's awesome, Phil. That's just great. Again, it just no thought, so what ended up happening is when the Dent streak died yesterday during the first stream, Phil panicked and he said, "Shit, the Dent streak is done. I don't have anything going for myself. What can I do? I can't offer them any real incentive. What can I change? How can I make this different to incentivize people to give me money out of their Velcro wallets?" And he decided, oh, I got something. Let me combine super chats and tips, increase that goal, and if we hit it, then the Dent streak will continue. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a little confused here. Honestly, it literally makes no sense whatsoever. And I don't see it lasting long because you would think on the first iteration of this, he would see some success. Like they'd be like, oh yeah, this is something new. He's acknowledging us. Super chatters. Let's give him more money. No, that didn't happen at all. He made $150 combined tips and super chats. Okay, and I don't even think that's accurate because some people tipped in foreign currency and he just assumed like the $10 euro. That's not accurate. The $10 euro is not accurate. It's not. It doesn't equate to $10. And someone usually tips from like Australia or does a super chat from Australia. It's not the same currency. It's a different conversion, Phil. And you're not even trying. Again, it's just low effort by Phil. Low effort, no real thought into it, no incentive. That's the thing. You're not offering anything new, Phil, here. You're not offering anything. You're just saying, I'm changing the way I calculate the way you give me money. That's not different. That's not fresh, refreshing. That's nothing. You're not offering shit. If you weren't such a little bitch about Discord, what I would recommend you do is you start up a Discord. Start up a Discord for your viewers. You can even make it a members only Discord, and you can tie your YouTube membership to your Discord, right? And then you should offer something to them on the Discord. Maybe do one stream a month, right? And say, okay, we hit the tip goal. I promise that once every 2 weeks, I'll hang out with you guys for half an hour and we'll do a chat session. Something, you know what I mean? Like something, Phil. You're not offering anything whatsoever. You're just sitting there and like, oh yeah, okay. I'll start counting super chats. Okay, like, and the other thing too is now that you're going to be calculating super chats, that's more time you have to spend sitting there calculating. So yet you're spending more of your stream time dealing with money. Again, like it's bad enough. Like what's the breakdown? Like 40% of your stream is you talking about money, you begging for money, you stopping to check your tips, you stop to do your begs, to get up and stretch and then beg. You're just gonna be adding whatever. I think I'm done with this. You guys get the concept. It's a stupid thing. It's so fucking pointless. I mean, yeah, it's nice that he's counting super chats, which I think he should always have done that, but he's not offering anything. That's the thing. A reward, you offer something, and you're not offering shit, Phil. You're offering this fucking gift of coins coming down. That's what you're offering. And the promise that you'll use that money for a dishwasher. Dude, that's sad, bro. You're pathetic. Anyway, that's all I have, folks. You'll talk about it more, but I figured, you have it here. And, yeah, so hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out.